Welcome to the Drishti IAS to the Point program. Our today's topic is United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. First of all, we'll see why this is in news. Recently, the Centre informed Parliament that India is committed to respecting the rights of all nations as laid down in the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea or UNCLOS. Now let's know that what is UNCLOS. The United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea is an international agreement that establishes a legal framework for all marine and maritime activities. The convention is also sometimes referred to as the Law of the Sea Convention or the Law of the Sea Treaty. UNCLOS was adopted and signed in 1982. It replaced the 4 Geneva Conventions of April 1958. It divides marine areas into 5 main zones, namely internal waters, territorial sea, contiguous zone, exclusive economic zone or EEZ, and the high seas. It provides the backbone for offshore governance by coastal states and those navigating the oceans. It not only zones coastal states' offshore areas but also provides specific guidance for states' rights and responsibilities in the 5 concentric zones. Now let's have a look on features of UNCLOS. The features and highlights of UNCLOS can be explained as follows. UNCLOS, as the currently prevailing law of the sea, is binding completely. The law of the sea provides for full money rights to nations for a 200-mile zone by their shoreline. The sea and oceanic bed extending this area is regarded to be an exclusive economic zone or EEZ. Any country can use these waters for its economic utilization. The IMO, that is International Maritime Organization, plays a vital role in the operation of UNCLOS. Along with the IMO, organizations like International Whaling Commission and the International Seabed Authority are vital parties in the functional areas of nautical law. Now let's know about the Exclusive Economic Zone or EEZ. Each coastal state may claim an EEZ beyond and adjacent to its territorial sea that extends seaward up to 200 nautical miles from its baselines. Within its EEZ, a coastal state has sovereign rights for the purpose of exploring, exploiting, conserving and managing natural resources, whether living or non-living, of the seabed and subsoil. Rights to carry out activities like the production of energy from the water, currents and wind. The EEZ only allows for the above-mentioned resource rights. It does not give a coastal state the right to prohibit or limit freedom of navigation or overflight. Now it's time for the practice question. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. UNCLOS as the currently prevailing law of the sea is binding completely. Statement 2. The law of the sea provides for full money rights to nations for a 500-mile zone by their shoreline. You have to select the correct statement with the help of the given options. The options are A. 1 only, B. 2 only, C. both 1 and 2, or D. neither 1 nor 2. That's it for today. Don't forget to answer in the comments section. Stay tuned for the next session. Till then, Jai Hind. Dear viewers, to watch this topic in Hindi, please visit our Hindi YouTube channel.